Well, we got to talk about the Twins opener. It's not just about the win. It's about everything around it. And I cannot wait because I love this and I can't wait to talk about it. But Reggie, this is your topic, man. Jump out there. What you got?
Yeah, so yesterday, not necessarily the most, thrilling game. I think the Twins stranded a bajillion runners. The pitching was good. Pablo Lopez on his first start as a Twin looked good, man. Looked good. You can argue that Rocco maybe pulled him a little too early. He was looking like 2021 Rocco pulling his starters. 2022 Rocco, I should say, pulling his starters early. But Pablo looked good. We had good returns from Correa and Buxton as well. But the biggest thing for me, I was looking after the game at some of the notes. The game was 2 hours and 32 minutes. That is amazing. That is amazing. You kind of think about it, and you talk about how some pitchers work faster than others, and you're like, oh man, he's going through the lineup. But then, there's other pitchers that come in maybe in relief. They kind of have their routines and all that stuff. I think the game had so many unnecessary lulls and drags in the game that this pitch clock that they've now instituted kind of eliminates some of that. So just some of the noise that was just like, the guy stepping out of the box. He's just looking around. Oh, this is nice. Look at all the fans in here. All right, let me step back into the box. Let me, do my little thing. The pitcher's just standing there. They got rid of all of the unnecessary wait times in baseball. And I think it paid off because yesterday's game wasn't the most exciting. But you looked up, you're like, oh man, they're already in the sixth. Oh man, they're in the ninth. Oh, it's over. Okay, cool. I can go home and spend time with my family. Like, I think those are going to be some cool takeaways from this season. And I am just loving the pitch clock.
Yeah, what you got, Luke?
Yeah, I know it's the Royals, but I mean, a two-hitter, you absolutely love to see it. Ties the team record for fewest hits allowed on opening day, so that was kind of cool. Most importantly, it means the bullpen, like Reggie said, came in and just did their job. And that was obviously something fans had some PTSD from after last season, watching so many middle relievers and closers turn so many wins into losses. So just to see guys like Thielbar, Griffin Jacks come in, take care of business, and then to see that nasty combo of Lopez, who was an all-star closer for Baltimore last summer, setting up Johan Duran. It's just really exciting to see this team get a fresh start because it always felt like the talent and players were never the issue last year, but between just countless injuries and their bullpen situation, they just needed a full offseason to kind of hit the reset button. And now they got the new scoreboard, the new uniforms, the new rules, like Reggie pointed out. And probably most importantly, isn't what's changed. It's what they get back. Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton legs out a triple yesterday. So yeah, a great start. Life is good at Target Field right now. Hopefully it can stay this way for the foreseeable future. I just think there's a lot to be optimistic about with this team. That's for sure, Ron.
Sam.
Yeah, a couple familiar things that I didn't love, which was the, pulling the starter with 85 pitches and nobody on base in the sixth inning. I mean, when you start doing righty-lefty matchups in the sixth with a two-run lead and your starter is pitching pretty well, I didn't love that. You use 5 relievers. I don't know if you needed to use 5. Probably could have just used 3. So again, micromanaging the pitching staff does worry me a bit. Left way too many runners on base. That was a problem last year. Not going to complain about a win, though. Let's get 10, 15, 20 games under our belt and then make some bigger judgments. But pitch clock is the huge story. Only 3 games out of 15 in Major League Baseball went over 3 hours yesterday. That is a gigantic fix for Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I'm going with the pitch clock. Like, I am not a baseball aficionado. Like, I'll go. I love to take my kids to, because we haven't been to a Wild game yet. Me and my wife have, but we haven't taken the kids yet to that. But we've been to Twins. We've been to Gopher softball. We've been to the Vikings. We've been to the Timberwolves. So we try to take them to every sport. And baseball is that one. Like, by the 7th inning, sometimes you're like, all right, let's go home. Like, this has been way too long. We've been here for 3.5 hours and the game's not done yet. Like, we've gone to the Twins games in Detroit. Like, the Twins played the Tigers in Detroit, and I'm from Detroit, so we took the kids to that. Same thing. It was luckily, we thought it was going to go long, and then it was one of those weird double headers where they only played 7 innings or something like that. I can't remember why, but I think the Twins ended up winning or something because of a pop fly. It was something weird, but I do remember it being 7 innings. I'm like, oh, this was perfect. Like, this is exactly what it should be. And now we're getting it.